Welcome back to a quick intraday update. Right now I have this chart of Nifty 50 and this is a 30-minute chart of the index. A few days ago I really had this problem wherein I had to choose between this rally. So I had to choose whether this rally could be marked as a 3-wave rally or is there any way to mark this as a 5-wave rally, a 5-wave decline. So till here it could be possibly marked as an ABC, and I gave it a second thought where if this was 1, 2, 3, then probably 4 would have completed over here, and then a fifth wave. I thought that since wave 3 is completed over here and wave 4th might have completed over here, then we might head downwards in the wave 5th, but that didn't turn out. And then what I need to mark right now is this being an ABC move and the subsequent rise as an X wave. And so this whole correction is a part of a bigger X wave, and as of now I could mark this as an A wave, and the counter trend down move as a B wave, and then possibly we are probably in wave C of wave X. So if we are in wave C of wave X, then possibly this is the last move on the upside, the last counter trend move on the upside before we actually start a move on the downside. And so this is, if this is ABC, then I can mark this as a wave W, and this rises as wave X, and the move which we might get after we have completed wave C of wave X is a wave Y. So at first I really need to look at what sort of level Nifty breaks. The previous swing high is around 17,428. A break above that would mean that the wave C has really started, and possibly it could go towards 17,700 as well. If I take a Fibonacci retracement and calculate the entire decline, the 50% retracement mark comes around 17,400. That's precisely the level where from where we went downward and we completed wave A. The 61% retracement comes around 17,580. That's statistically tested a very strong level for a wave X to terminate, and possibly after the termination of wave X we could really see the markets coming down in wave Y. Okay, this is the chart of Nifty. If I show you the chart of Bank Nifty, then Bank Nifty as well, I have to mark this as a wave A and this as a wave B, and this a tremendously very strong wave C, a very strong extended wave C on the downside. Well, this extended wave C is very rare to see, and there's I have marked it as a wave C, and this counter trend move as wave A, and the sideways correction as wave B. So in terms of this correction, Bank Nifty has outperformed Nifty. There's a slight outperformance as compared to the other broad indices. This is a wave A, this is wave B, and possibly we might head higher in wave C, and if we do that, that would be the last move on the upside before we actually start wave Y on the downside. Okay, and if I take a look at the global indices, there's very interesting action going on in the S&P 500, the US 500 index. So if I start to observe this chart right from the tops of around 4300 levels, then I could see this as a very well formed wave 1, 2, and a series of 3, 4, 5. So this in this wave 3, wave third of third is extended, so that's visible on the chart. So what we get from here is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and on the weekly chart, if I see, everything's so you get that 1, 2, this green bar over here represents wave 2, and this green bar over here represents wave 4. Okay, so that's normal. So if we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it really means that the whole decline from 4300 levels to the low which we made yesterday, 3500, so 40 300 to 3500, that's roughly 800 points of downside might have been completed. So if this is a wave 1, and we had anticipated earlier that this was just a wave W, a wave X, and what we are forming right now is just a singular correction of a wave C, then possibly what would mean is after we have completed this 5-wave decline, we might see a counter trend bounce in wave 2. And if I have to give you a level, the Fibonacci retracement might help. The 50% retracement mark is around 3900. So that is precisely the level I will be looking at in US 500 indices in coming days. So 3900 would be a level where we could see termination of wave 2 before we actually start this down move again in wave 3, which might help us break below the 3500 low which we made yesterday. And this upside might probably coincide with Bank Nifty and Nifty's wave C of wave X, and when the wave 2 gets completed, wave 2 gets completed in US 500 index, we actually slide down in wave Y in Nifty and other broad market indices in India as well. That was it for the video. Thank you.